Hello and good morning. Welcome back to our class. Our lesson for today will be factors of polynomials. We will focus on solving word problems. So for our objectives today, we have number one, translate verbal expressions into mathematical expressions. Number two, differentiate equations from expressions. Number three, identify the method of factoring. Number four, find the factors of the polynomial. And number five, solve routine and non-routine problems involving factors of polynomials. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications about my new videos. So before we move on to our topic, let's recall first what we have discussed in translating expression and equations into mathematical symbols. So let's translate, use x as variable. So number one, twice the square of a number is 32. So in symbol, this is equal to 2x squared is equal to 32. You get it right. Number two, twice a number increased by 8 is 14. So in the symbol, it should be 2x plus 8 is equal to 14. Let's try third example. 25 decreased by twice a number is 11. So we have 25 minus 2x is equal to 11. Last item. So the square of the difference between a number and 9 is 25. So again, to put this one in symbol, so we have x minus 9 squared is equal to 25. Now that you recall the translation between expressions and equation, then you are ready now with our problem solving. Let us consider our first example. Twice the square of the number is 18. Find the number. So first, we want to find out what is being asked in the problem. So we want to find out what is the number. Next, we will represent x as the number. But take note that if we have x squared, so that is square of the number. And it was mentioned here that we have twice the square of the number. So we have twice the square of the number. So we will represent that one as 2x squared, which is twice the square of the number. Alright, to come up with the equation, I have 2x squared is equal to 18. If I'll subtract both sides of the equation by 18, so I come up with 2x squared minus 18 is equal to 0. Now, applying the greatest common factor, okay, so the greatest common factor between 2x squared and 18 is equal to 2. So, I have 2 times x squared minus 9 is equal to 0. And divide both sides of the equation by 2. So I have here x squared minus 9 is equal to 0. Now, I come up with difference of two squares. So, I can factor this one as, okay, the sum and product of the roots. So, I have here x plus 3 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. If I isolate x plus 3 is equal to 0, so I come up with x minus 3. Okay, if I have here x minus 3 equals 0, so therefore x is equal to 3. Now, to verify whether my answer is correct or not, okay, if x is equal to 3, okay, as well as x is equal to negative 3. So I'll substitute these two values to the equation 2x squared is equal to 18. So if x is equal to 3, I'll substitute all x's by 3. So I have here open and close parenthesis and plug in 3. So is 2 times 3 squared, is it equal to 18? So 2 times 9, is it equal to 18? So 18 equals 18. So x is equal to 3 is a correct answer. On the other hand, if x is equal to negative 3, again, I plug in negative 3. So 2 times negative 3 squared, is it equal to 18? But remember, negative 3 times negative 3 is equal to 9. So therefore, 2 times 9 is equal to 18. So 18 is equal to 18. So our answer, okay, the numbers are 3 and negative 3. Let us consider the second problem. If the area of the rectangular lot is x squared plus 6x plus 8 square units, what are the length and width? So here, we want to know what are the dimensions. So we want to know what is being asked. Okay, next, we will let L is equal to length. To represent that, so L is equal to length and W is the width. Since we are looking for the length and the width. Okay, and area is equal to length times width. Remember that area is equal to length times width. So, area is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 8. So, this is our equation because according to the problem, the area is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 8. So, we simply substitute length times width is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 8. So to solve that, remember that area is equal to length times width. Okay? So then, again, we will factor out, okay, x squared plus 6x plus 8. So the factors of this quadratic trinomial is x plus 4 times x plus 2. So we will let the length is equal to x plus 4. Also, the width is equal to x plus 2. So this is one of the possibilities. Another way, okay, to get the length and width, okay, applying the commutative property of multiplication, we can say that the length can be x plus 2 and the width is equal to x plus 4. Now, to verify our answer, okay, we will let is equal length is equal to x plus 4 and width is equal to x plus 2. So take note that area is equal to length times width. And we have here the length is equal to x plus 4 and the width is x plus 2. Applying the FOIL method, okay, so we will multiply binomial by another binomial. So we come up with x squared plus 6x plus 8 because if we will have here x times x is x squared, 4 times x is 4x. Then we have here x times 2 is equal to 2x. So 4x plus 2x is equal to 6x. Then we have 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So you can verify that one also if your length is equal to x plus 2 and the width is equal to x plus 4. So therefore, the length is x plus 2 units while the width is x plus 2 units. Let us consider the third problem. A rectangular lawn is 6 meters longer than its width. The area of the plot is 16 square meters. Find the length and the width of the lawn. So, first, we want to find out what is being asked in the problem. So we have what are the dimensions. Specifically, we want to find out the length and the width. So we will let the width as x and the length is equal to x plus 6. And remember that area is equal to length times width. Alright, for our equation, remember that area is equal to length times width. Since our length is equal to x plus 6 and our width is equal to x and our area is equal to 16, so we have here x plus 6 times x is equal to 16. Applying the distributive property now, so I can solve that. X times x is equal to x squared. X times 6 is equal to 6x is equal to 16. If I subtract both sides of the equation by 16, so I have here x squared plus 6x minus 16 equals 0. Now, applying now, the factoring on quadratic trinomial, so the factors of this quadratic trinomial is equal to x plus 8 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. Solving for x plus 8 is equal to 0. So I come up with x is equal to negative 8. On the other hand, if I have x minus 2 equals 0, so x is equal to 2. However, we will disregard x is equal to negative 8 because there is no negative 8 length or negative 8 width. So we will only consider x is equal to 2 to verify whether our answer is correct or not. So let's check it. So we will let x is equal to 2. So from our equation, x plus 6 times x is equal to 16. So I plug in here, x is equal to 2. So take note that 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. Then, okay, substitute here 2 is 8 times 2, is it equal to 16? So 16 is equal to 16. So therefore, the width is 2 meters and the length is 8 meters. Let us consider now the problem number 4. A history teacher discovered a glass block with a volume of 330 cubic centimeter. The block's dimensions are x centimeter high by 13x minus 11 centimeter long by 13x minus 15 centimeter wide. What is its height? So to identify what is being asked, okay, we want to find out what is its height. To represent, we will let x is equal to height, then the length is equal to 13x minus 15, while the width is equal to 13x minus 15. Let us recall that the volume is equal to length times width times height. Now, to have our equation, so that is volume is equal to length times width times height. Based on our representation, our length is equal to 13x minus 11, while the width is 13x minus 15, and our height is equal to x. And the volume is 330 cubic centimeter. So, okay, so multiplying 13x by x, so we have here 13x squared. Then we have x times 15 is negative 15x to solve this further. And then, applying the FOIL method now, we have, okay, 13x times, okay, 13x squared. So we come up with 169x cubed. Then we have here, okay, 13x times 15, negative 15x, then add it to negative 11 times 13x squared. So we have here negative 338x squared plus 165x is equal to 330. Again, if I subtract both sides of the equation by 330, I come up with 169x cubed minus 338x squared plus 165x minus 330 equals 0. Observe that the common factor between 169x cubed minus 338x squared is equal to 169x squared. So if I'll divide 169x cubed by 169x squared, so I come up with x. Similarly, 338x squared divided by 169x squared, so this will give us negative 2. Plus, the common factor between 165x and 330 is equal to 165. So again, 165x divided by 165 is equal to x. Also, negative 330 divided by 165 is negative 2. Now, take note that the common factor now is x minus 2. So, again, using the factoring by grouping, so I come up with 169 x squared plus 165 times x minus 2. So, if I'll isolate 169x squared plus 165 is equal to 0, take note that this will result to Okay, we cannot extract the square root of a negative number, so I'll disregard this. So I'll consider only x minus 2. So if I have x minus 2 is equal to 0, so x now is equal to 2. So therefore, the height is equal to x, which is equal to 2 centimeters. So next, so if we will let x is equal to 2, so to get our length is equal to 13x minus 11, and I plug in 2, so 13 times 2 minus 11, so it will give us 13 times 2 is equal to 26 minus 11, so the length is equal to 15. On the other hand, okay, our width is equal to 13x minus 15. Again, I'll substitute x by 2. So therefore, 13 times 2 minus 15. So the width is equal to 11. Okay, to check if my answer is correct, we will use x is equal to 2. So this is our height. So remember that the volume is equal to length times width times height. Based on our representation a while ago, the length is equal to 15, the width is equal to 11, while the height is equal to 2. Is 15 times 11 times 2 is equal to 330? So let's solve. So 330 is equal to 330. So therefore, our answer is the height is 2 centimeters. Let us now consider the fifth problem. The combined area of two squares is 20 square meters. Each side of one square is twice as long as the side of the other. Determine the lengths of the sides of each square. So we want to find out what is being asked in the problem. So that is why we want to find out what are the lengths of each square. Next, to represent, let x as the side of a smaller square. Also, so the side of the bigger square is 2x. And remember that area is equal to side square. Alright, so to represent our equation, we will have, okay, x squared plus 2x squared is equal to 20. Recall that this is the area of the smaller square, while 2x squared is the area of the bigger square, which is equal to 20. To solve it further, I have here x squared. 2x squared is equal to 4x squared is equal to 20. Simplifying it further, x squared plus 4x squared is equal to 20. So I have 5x squared is equal to 20. Dividing both sides of the equation by 5, so I have here x squared is equal to 4. Then if I'll subtract both sides of the equation by 4, so I have x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. Remember that this will result to difference of two squares. So if I'll factor this, I'll have x plus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. But if I have x plus 2 is equal to 0, this will result to x is equal to negative 2. So I'll disregard that. However, if I have x minus 2, okay, is equal to 0, so x is equal to 2. So I'll disregard this value, x is equal to negative 2. To check if my answer is correct or not, so we will let x is equal to 2. So from the equation, x squared plus 2x squared is equal to 20. So plug in 2. So 2 squared will give us 4. And 2 times 2 squared is equal to 16. Is it equal to 20? But 4 plus 16 equals 20. So that is 20 is equal to 20. So the length of the smaller square is 2 meters, while the length of the bigger square is 4 meters. Alright, to summarize our discussion in solving word problems involving polynomials, first, we will identify what is being asked. Then we will represent using the variables. Third one, we will write the equation based on our representation. Then we will solve it and check it. Then finally, we will write our answer well. Now, for our evaluation, try to answer the following exercises and see our answer key to verify whether your answer is correct or not. So this is our answer key. Hopefully that you learn well from our session. So again, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications about my new videos. Thank you so much.